Health and Wellness Check-In. It is Sunday, 4 January 2026. I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, and I check in for a week summary of my health and wellness, social, mental, and physical this past week, Monday, 29 December 2025 to Sunday, 4 January 2026. I got Tom and my Tom Brady and my Jacob Elordi, fighting over the flickering of the lights control. Okay. They're watching over me. My peeps. Each peep was individually separate from each other, born in London, England. Okay. My summary for the week is: it was a week with concentrated forwards progress, looking to the past, present, and future. Category 1 of 3, social. I fed the critters all of their meals this week. They were very happy. They were very social. Very beautiful. I love my little critters so much. Squooins and otherwise. And there's a bunny that's I'll go out and put food in like the red squirrel feeder in the mornings, and it won't be light out. I'll put it that way, so that way I don't have to be out there when the light rises and they're out there, like they can wake up and they can like look from their tree and there's like food in their feeder and they're like, it's already there for us. And there's been a bunny that'll be out there when I do that, so I'll take like a pinch of food for them. I've decided to name it Silk because it looks like silk. Social also included neighborhood-friendly faces when out and about, including walk runs. Out and about was well-timed and paced. And then kind of a tidbit is the last person I spoke to in the 2025 AD year that was a member of my blood family, aside from my parents, who I lived with this past week, was my Aunt Annette when we saw 2025 film Anaconda together on Sunday, 28 December 2025. Category 2 of 3, mental health. So I have a new feature. I added a new featured channel. Shakira, music artist, brought my total number of featured channels to 159. They can be found in a row /bar/row on my home/main tab for this YouTube channel. Yes, I've been thinking with my YouTube stuff, I was diversifying, and I've been trying with my ruminating about surname stuff to be like, but like for real, I might be a stay-at-home wife, and my Tom Brady and my Jacob Elordi are like, they each are fighting for, they took my virginity. There was no blood with my Tom Brady at waking mode, and that was like what, 14 September 2025 AD, and then my Jacob Elordi 3 January 2026. He made sure I looked at, the analog clock as it struck midnight this past night, to make it clear that it was before today, Sunday, 4 January 2026. And there was blood with him. And they were both they're both hamsters. Okay, so British. Like by like their birth. These are my ones. Like there might be other people with the same name, that kind of stuff. So that's a continuing battle, and so I'm trying to figure out the surname thing, but then I'm also trying to figure out like the soulmate residency thing, and then like being a stay-at-home wife, which I think there's like, as a wife, there's a big difference between being a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home daughter's sexual component. So I've been trying to be like, can I get, I don't necessarily know what that is because I don't necessarily have that as part of my routine. So can I work on everything else and try and cover my bases that way? So I'm working on that. Okay. All right, and the YouTube content that kind of like stabilizes that. And then I also looked backwards, but then also like, and kind of did a synopsis for a number of things I've done, or did the 2025 year, and then kind of started working on and trying to figure out, how can I get the ball rolling for this 2026 year, including on YouTube if/as I can. All right. And then category 3, physical health. Nothing really of note. The virginity battle. Do they each have medical experts? There's a team of big guys where my Tom Brady is the quarterback, and a team of little guys where my Jacob Elordi is the quarterback, and they're fighting, and they each have their medical doctors, and they go, they're trying to figure it out, and I'm just like, my life is going poof right now, in some ways, and I just, it's like a new year, and it's like, but it's like a good poof of like, can I just get something done? And how many somethings? Is it like 1? Is it 2? Is all? So it's been So my own physical body. Other than that, it's been kind of, there wasn't really anything about it. I will say though, running felt good. I ran out of 2025 and into 2026 literally, and my running felt good. So that was really cool. It's like it's my running synchronized. The year is done. It was a good year. 2026 already. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So in conclusion, it was a good week. I have a number of related playlists that are kind of like, yeah, that'll link in the video description. I've kind of mentioned the topics of the projects. So there we go. And I did not neglect kind of synopsizing my YouTube channel and what I did in 2025. So that was my health and wellness check-in for this past week, and today's Sunday for January 2026.